And we're back. Just under 3, just over 3.5 to go until we introduce the starting lineups here. I want to say thank you all. What a season it's been. Hopefully we'll have another one here at Rupp Arena in a week or so. And this is going to be a hard fought game, and no doubt about it. There's not really much more you could say. These teams have met 3 times. I mean, the first one was, Boyd just had a way off night. The second and the third time were 2 hard-fought battles at Boyd County, where Ashland prevailed in one and lost in the district championship. But it's gonna come down to a lot tonight, and I'm curious to see who steps up and what types of plays are made. But I think ultimately it's going to be who establishes their brand of basketball. And by that, with Ashland, no doubt about it, you want to try to force some turnovers, get some open runouts. And, of course, a good shooting night never hurts. You have a player like Drew Smith that's 40% from downtown. The Tomcats have been one of the better teams, 3-point shooting teams in the state of Kentucky this year at 30, right around 38%. The Tomcats have. They're right on par with some of their recent teams with Xander Carter, Tyson Malone, that bunch. So, I mean, they certainly have been a nice 3-point shooting team. For Boyd, they're shooting right around over 40. And, of course, you have 3 guys, one of those being Spurlock, who's right around 45%. Clark Huff and Ethan Raridan both shoot low 40s. And, of course, Mally Payne's in the 30s. And, you got some guys, Gunnar Woods, that can get it done from there. So they've got some guys that can flat shoot. And I know they're going to try to have a night where they can hit, 12 or 13 3-pointers. So, and that was a staple similar to a couple of the Ashland teams that have won the region in recent years. 2 of those, the 2020 team against Lewis County, set the record with 17 3-pointers in the championship. Fast forward 2 years in the first round against East Carter, the Tomcats would hit 17 3-pointers in that game as well. So I expect Boyd to try to get in and get hot from the rim. Of course, Ashland, you want to try to keep them from getting hot from downtown. You want to try to get it to where they don't get shots off. Deny those shots, from outside. And it's much easier said than done, especially with a player like Spurlock. The thing that concerns me with Spurlock is how quick he gets down the court, and he can pull up off the dribble. He'll just be dribbling right up mid, go past mid-court, and then just pull up right from 25 feet out and sink one. So he's a dangerous shooter, and Ashland's going to have to guard him all 94 feet. Same with Caleb Rimmer. He's gotten loose on a few fast breaks against this team. So we are going to have to hustle. But tonight, coming in, I want to say hello to our Tomcats. I want to say hello to Benji Adkins, to Brandon McClave. A special thank you to Mark Maynard from year one for all he's done for me. I want to say hello to Mom. I want to say hello to Tyler Relaford, to Steve Relaford, and their family, and thinking of you always to Bill Bradley. And, of course, thank you to Bill for his commentary on the women's basketball games this year, which is quite helpful. And also my good friend Chris Pullum over here next to me down here. So we are now going to turn it down to the court, and we're going to get ready for this one to start as they are going to announce the starting lineups for each team. It's going to be Ashland and Boyd going at it. It's going to be exciting here. Great atmosphere. I'm a little surprised we don't have more students showing up. Usually the student sections are packed to no end, and each side just has a couple rows kind of hanging out tonight. But the good thing is certainly a lot of people behind me here making the noise. And I'm glad I'm in front of the Ashland crowd here tonight. As Boyd now being announced by Chuck Riss. Ashland coming in a record of 20-9, their 7th consecutive 20-win season. Boyd County a record of 28-6 coming in. So definitely and a big win for them is now Ashland will introduce. That's going to be Elijah Owens, the 6'2 freshman coming out, averaging 11 points, 4 rebounds a game. That's going to be Justin Hughes, the 6'4 sophomore. he averages 8 points, 5 rebounds a game. And for the Tomcats, Elijah Neal at 6'3", the junior, averages 16 points, 8 assists, 3 steals a game. Then Drew Smith, the 6' senior, number 12, he averages 18 a game, shoots 40% from the three-point line. And lastly, and certainly not least, Caleb Clark. Clark, who shoots over 60% from the field, averages 20 a game, had 11 rebounds last night against Raceland. And Coach Bonner, 90 and 40 at Ashland with 3 regional championships, 4 title game appearances now in the 16th region, and 2 Elite 8 appearances. Meanwhile, for Boyd County, now they're getting ready to, they will be the home team for this one. As now they're getting ready to introduce, and first off, they are going to send out Jacob Spurlock, the 6'2" senior. Spurlock comes in averaging 28 points a game. Incredible numbers, 52% from the field, 45% from downtown, and 84% from the line. Gunnar Woods, the 6'4" senior, he comes in averaging double digits for them at 11 a game. Ethan Raridan, the 6'1" senior, who's coming in. Ethan Raridan averaging 8 a game for the Lions. Mally Payne, the 5'8" point guard, coming in averaging Payne coming in averaging right around 17 a game, and also about 8 assists. Caleb Rimmer at center. Rimmer at 6'5", the lone player out for Boyd that's not a senior, and Caleb Rimmer averages that right around 9 points a game and 5.7 rebounds. 9 points, 5.7 rebounds. Ashland wearing their maroon jerseys with gray and white trim, and the white numerals. Boyd wearing their right jerseys with red trim. Ashland will be going right to left on your dial. Boyd left to right. Clark getting ready to tip off now against Rimmer. Here we go. 16th region championship underway at Moorhead State. And it's tipped back. Neither guy got the tip. And just before it hit the ground, Rimmer knocked it back to Smith. Boyd County starting in a man-to-man. Smith's going to give it back to Clark. Clark against Rimmer, gives it back to Owens. Owens to Smith. He's going to step up on Spurlock, drive, give it to Rimmer, or to Clark. He's going to dribble back to midcourt, and he's going to throw it over to Owens. Owens guarded by Raridan. Screen from Clark, lobbed over. CC on the wing, thinking about it. He's going to dribble out and give it to Smith. No score, 7:30 in the first. Smith over to Clark, far corner. Clark against Rimmer. Jab step, drives inside. Underneath, reverse lay-in off the left side of the rim. Rebound by Spurlock. He goes down court to Payne. Neal deflects it and steals. 2-on-1 the other way. Neal behind the back to Smith. Goes up, and it goes off. Oh, man, 2 gimmies missed by Ashland. Neal with the rebound. He's going to drive in, go up on Spur. Got it and got fouled. Elijah Neal with the first bucket of the game for Ashland. He came out. The ball rolled out to the elbow on the rebound. Neal just hustled out there and got it. And he's going to go to the free throw line for one more for the Tomcats. The Tomcats, who did not shoot a free throw yesterday, now will have one more. Neal, a 67% free throw shooter, 2-0 Ashland. As the first one's up, or he misses that. Stay with the Tomcats here with 2:21 remaining. 7-9, the River.
That must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctvi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Ashland trails 26-22 with 2:21 to go in the second. The two teams traded back and forth early. Boyd would open out to a 12-6 lead before the Tomcats would go on a 12-2 run to take an 18-14 lead. Meanwhile, Boyd has been on a 10-2 run and now leads 26-22. Owens near wing, Jacob Carter, the 6'5" 8th grader, in for Boyd. Neal on the far wing against Rimmer. Boyd with their big lineup. Neal out to Smith, deflected by Boyd. They're running that 3-2 zone again now, as Neal's going to handle it and direct traffic up top. They've got Rimmer and Carter, the big guys, down low. Owens on the outside, gives it to Smith. Far corner, he's going to dribble up, hand it to Hughes. 26-22 Boyd, under 2 to go in the first half. Owens to Neal, blows by Carter, puts it up. No, he's going to kick it out to Clark. Up to Smith, and Spurlock just picked up his second foul. Jacob Spurlock just picked up his second foul on that. 1:47 to go here in the first half. It's 26-22, Boyd leading Ashland. Neal throws it into Clark, and back to Neal. Spurlock, Rimmer, and Woods all with 2 for Boyd. And a whistle blows, and a foul called on Ashland. That's going to be on Clark, so all 5 starters for Ashland now with a foul here with 1:39 to go in the second quarter. That's the third Tomcats turnover. All 3 have come in the second quarter. Payne will handle it. He'll be guarded by Neal full court. 26-22 Boyd. Payne going to dribble up. Spurlock's going to stay in. He's on the near wing. He's going to drive in on Hughes, go up for the score, and he got it. Spurlock with 12. 28-22 Boyd. 1:24 to go in the second. Neal to Owens. He drives in on Reardon to Clark and back out to Neal. Ashland's doing a lot of standing around up top and not really doing a whole lot of swinging the ball around side to side. Neal now against Payne. Gives it over to Owens and to Smith, far corner. He's going to jab step, dribble out, give it to Hughes up top. And over to Neal. He's going to fake Spurlock. Spurlock deflects it into the hands of Rimmer. Boyd County basketball. Rimmer or Reardon loses the handle. Rimmer now has it again. He's going to drive in, feed it out. Payne, open 3, and it's off. Rebound fought for, and Smith chases it down, loses his footing though. Reardon gets it over to Spurlock. He goes up on Owens and scores. And oh boy, Smith goes down and he's on the ground. I don't know in front of me. He's fighting up. Oh, good. He got up. So 30-22. Boy, that was just an unfortunate situation. Smith was dribbling down the sideline, lost his footing, and rolled right into Reardon's hands. Ashland with 5 turnovers in this quarter as it is, and Boyd now Ashland led 18-14, 20-16. Boyd is on a 14-2 run. Neal against Payne. Going to drive inside, go up mid-range, miss it. Rebound Jacob Carter. Carter over to Spurlock at 27. Ashland down 8 right now. Spurlock against Hughes. He's going to dribble up. And Spurlock now dribbles back up top. 30-22, Boyd over Ashland. Spurlock at 13, at 12, at 11, at 10. He's going to dribble around at 9, at 8, at 7, loses the handle, picks it up in the corner, and he has to throw it cross court. He does to Payne at 4, at 3. Payne step back 3, at 2, at 1, and it's off at the buzzer. Boyd will go into the half leading Ashland 30-22. We're going to take a break and come back here shortly. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that's built to last. KFB, the Better Bank, is proud to be your hometown community bank, serving neighbors, not numbers. We're here for all your financial needs today and well into the future. So if you're looking for a bank that's committed for the long haul, check out our Wheelersburg location today. KFB, the better bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
We're back. Boyd leading Ashland 30-22 at halftime. The Lions closed out the first half, outscoring Ashland 14-4, and or 14-2 actually. The Tomcats Ashland did not play well in that second quarter. But what's bothering me about this right now? It's 30-22 Boyd at the moment, and Boyd has not hit a single three-pointer in the game tonight. That's their forte, is hitting the three ball, and I just don't think that's going to hold up. The Lions right now are 12 of 23 from the field. They're getting a lot of points in the paint. They have it, and now we must be having some technical issues here. The scoreboard just went out, but I've got the program opened up at least. But the Lions are 12 of 23 from the field. Ashland is 10 of 24. From that. I mean, the Tomcats aren't shooting great from three themselves. I mean, they've hit 14% from downtown. They are 1 of 7 in that department. Boyd is 0 of 5. So the free throws, Boyd is 6 of 8. Ashland 1 of 3. We can get a couple more guys in foul trouble. Spurlock has 2. Rimmer has 2. Woods has 2. Getting ready to go into the second half. But right now, points off turnovers, Boyd has 8 compared to 4 for Ashland. Ashland just had the second quarter. What's happened, Boyd switched that 3-2, and normally Ashland has performed extremely well against the zone. They're not really coming off and attacking it. They're standing around up top, dribbling, just waiting for the time to run out, and then Boyd will adjust. They'll come up and attack somewhere, and then Ashland's just looked lost against it so far in the second quarter. And there's been no answer for that at the moment. So we probably would see Boyd stay with that 2-3 or 3-2 rather. I mean, each team's had 25 possessions, 15 scores. I mean, right now it's just, Boyd's forced a couple more turnovers. Ashland has 5 turnovers right now, but again, Boyd with only 2 in that department. Ashland's going to have to find a way this second half. This is unusual territory. They led all 4 games by halftime. They were up by, I believe, 35-22 in the first one. They were up 48-35 in the second meeting, and they were up 41-33 the third time these two teams met. And Boyd would start the second half on a big run, most notably when they outscored Ashland 23-7 to start the third quarter the last time. They would take a 58-46 lead. The Tomcats would close out that third quarter on an 11-3 run. But I think it's definitely going to take something big in the second half of the Tomcats. And, Boyd just probably at some point will get the 3 ball going. And they've been a second half team in this tournament. There's a scoreboard now, so we're under 5 minutes to go in till the second half. But right now, looking at the numbers, it's individually, it is leading the way for Boyd. Spurlock has 14. He's 6 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 3 rebounds and 3 steals. Gunnar Woods has 4. And again, Gunnar Woods got loose unguarded a couple times early. Malachi Payne and Caleb Rimmer each have 5. Payne has 4 assists for Boyd. Gunnar Woods, I mentioned him with 4. Raritan has a bucket in the first half. So, again, only 2 turnovers for the Lions, which they only had 4 the last time these two teams played. On Ashland's side, Elijah Neal has 8 points along with 4 assists and 2 steals, 4 rebounds as well. Justin Hughes has a bucket, and Owens right now hasn't scored yet. Drew Smith has 6. He has a 3 in the first half, the lone 3 for Ashland. He's 1 of 4 from downtown. And Cece has 6 for the Tomcats. He has 6 along with 2 rebounds. Boyd's out rebounding Ashland 14-12 right now, which last time, that's a little bit different from last time. But hopefully we'll see the Tomcats get on a run here. We're going to need it. We're going to take a break here and come back here on 97.9 The River.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Whether it's day or night, hot flashes due to menopause can be unpredictable. That's why there's Veoza, a prescription treatment proven to reduce the number and severity of hot flashes day and night that can start working in as early as 1 week. Based on clinical studies measuring efficacy at 4 and 12 weeks, individual results may vary. Talk to your healthcare provider about what this may mean for you. For moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms or hot flashes and night sweats due to menopause, Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to Veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Life. What is life? Life is a collection of moments. Moments that stay with you a lifetime. Make those memories and moments happen at CF Rushline Jewelers with our complete line of Gabriel & Company diamond rings, engagement rings, and wedding bands. CF Rushline Jewelers is your place to make those life moments happen. Visit CF Rushline Jewelers at 947 3rd Avenue in Huntington, across from Pullman Square, or visit online at cfrjewelers.com.
With the start of a new year and the big beautiful bill come new tax laws, deduction changes, and more. Sound scary? Relax. Angel Tax and Bookkeeping has you covered. Whether it's your taxes in your home state or across multiple states, Angel Tax is your dependable tax expert, up to date on every new change. File in person or drop them off. It's easy and stress-free with Angel Tax and Bookkeeping. Call 740-886-6500 or visit Angel Tax and Bookkeeping at 127 State Street, Proctorville.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
He's going to drive. He beats Neal off the dribble, lays it up, misses it, tipped out to Hughes. Hughes is going to push it. Hughes down court to Owens, back to Neal. He fakes the three, drives in on Rimmer, feeds it out. Owens three-pointer, and it's off. Rebound by Rimmer. 30-24 Ashland. 6:56 to go in the third. Woods now dribbles down far side for the Lions, who lead by 6. Woods against Neal, drives it inside, goes up, and misses it inside. Rebound, and if that's on, we're going to see who that's on. If that's on Woods, that's his third. And it is. That's going to be on Woods, so. Or no, they're going to call that on. I stand corrected. They called that on Payne. Down court to Smith, 30-24, Boyd leading Ashland. Smith at 6:38, dribbles up top, and is going to give it up top to Neal. Over to Owens. Ashland down 6 here in the third. Smith near wing against Spurlock. He's going to dribble up, feed it to Clark, high post. And Clark now back to the near corner, up top to Smith, to Hughes, and over to Neal. Neal on the far wing now, and dribble up top. He's going to drive in on Woods, feed it out to Clark. He fakes, drives in, gives it to Smith. Smith to the bucket, fakes Rimmer out. Whoa, misses a gimme. Rebound by Rimmer. And Ashland's missed some of those tonight. Payne over to Woods and back to Payne. He's going to drive in, go up, and miss one on the other end. Rebound by Smith, and that was Woods' third foul. I was correct on that, as Smith's going to drive in on Raritan. Back to Neal, his three. Got it! Boyd 30-27, 5:51 to go in the third. As now it's going to be Payne for Boyd. And Boyd's going to call a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. 30-27, Boyd leading Ashland here. 5:46 to go in the third. We'll be right back.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Boyd leading Ashland by 3 here with 5:46 to go in the third. It's Boyd 30, Ashland 27, so they lead 30-27. Tomcats, though, starting second half on a 5-0 run. Payne up top for the Boyd timeout. Payne against Neal. Man-to-man. And he's going to throw it to Spurlock. Screen from Rimmer. Spurlock goes around. They switch Clark on him. Spurlock to the elbow. Out to Payne. He's going to jab step on Neal and lob it back up to Spurlock at the logo. Spurlock against Clark. He's going to dribble, give it over to Woods in the corner. His three up and in and out. Rebound by and Hughes is drugged down by Payne. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball, and that's going to keep it with Boyd. Maybe Payne was pulling the ball pretty hard. I don't know. But I think that is going to stay with Boyd. Payne will inbound under the bucket. 5:18 to go is the third. His team up 3. He's looking, and he'll find Rimmer. High post and give back to Payne. Payne's going to dribble up. Boyd up by 3 here. 5:13 to go in the third. Payne's going to dribble to the far wing. He's guarded by Justin Hughes, man-to-man from Ashland. As Payne now feeds it over to Spurlock. Goes up in the post and banks it off. Rimmer underneath with the rebound, and he puts it in. 32-27 Boyd. 4:58 to go here in the third. Neal against Payne. He's going to give it over to Smith. Smith guarded by Raritan. He's going to dribble back up top against Payne and give it over to Owens. And now to Clark, far wing. Clark's going to give it up top. And over to Neal. Neal against Woods. Lobs it over to Hughes. Hughes against Raritan. He's going to dribble back up top. Boyd now back to that 3-2. As that's going to be, or no, they're going to go man as Clark has it on the far wing. He's going to step up. Mid-range shot. In and out. Rebound by Smith underneath, and he's fouled. And that's on Rimmer. Good sportsmanship from Rimmer there, and that's going to he went over to help him up, and that's going to be on. I don't know if that was Rimmer or Raridan. Either Rimmer guy. That's going to be Raridan picking up his first foul. That was Rimmer. I wouldn't have complained. I like you, Rimmer. That would have been a third foul. As Neal's going to inbound baseline, 32-27 Boyd here in the third. And he's going to look. He's going to get it to Smith. Corner three-pointer off. And Raridan gets the rebound. Over to Spurlock. And he's going to bring it up against Owens. Spurlock. Dribble around. Picks up at the elbow. Lobs it over. Payne three-pointer. Off the front of the rim. Rebound by Raridan. Over to Woods. Woods against Smith, 32-27 Boyd here in the third. Woods feeds it to Spurlock, hot post. And he's going to take it on Clark and goes in. Spurlock's called for the foul, and that's his third. 3:58 to go in the third. Spurlock just picked up his third foul. So that's going to go back to Ashland. Hughes took the charge. And now it's going to be Ashland basketball. Neal's going to walk it up against Payne. 32-27, Boyd leading. Neal over to Smith. Tomcats is 2 of 9, I believe, from downtown, 20%. As now Hughes over to Smith. Smith hits Neal on the cut. He goes in on Spurlock, gives it out to Smith, and over to Neal. His three off. Rebound by Owens. He tips it in. 32-29, Boyd over Ashland with 3:32 to go in the third. Payne the other way now. Payne against Smith. He's going to give it back to Gunnar Woods. Woods dribbles around up top against Smith and throws it over to Payne on the wing. Payne screen coming from Spurlock. They switch Hughes on him. As now Payne dribbles to the elbow, back up top. And he's going to drive in, give it out to Raridan on the corner and up to Woods. 32-29 Boyd, 3:05 to go in the third. Woods is going to drive against Owens, throw it to Raridan on the cut, lays it. Oh, no, it goes out. We got lucky there. Hughes goes the other end. Hughes to the bucket, lays it up, misses, but Neal there to tip it in. It's a 1-point game with 2:51 to go in the third. 2:46 to go in the third now, and Payne has it on the far wing. Payne's going to dribble back up. Payne, Spurlock fighting hard for position there in the post against Smith, and a foul called. And Spurlock gets out of the way. We're going to see who that's on. Smith went down, a whistle blows. And I don't know what happened. The Boyd County bench just got called for a warning. And a foul called on I think that's going to go against Smith. Each starter for Ashland. I couldn't even hear Chuck Riss. It's so loud in here. And he's a loud announcer. Smith picked up his second foul. Spurlock has it up top. He drives in, and a foul called on Clark. That's going to be his second, the team's second. Here with 2:33 to go in the third. It's 32-31, Boyd over Ashland. Oh, full timeout called. So we're going to take a break. Here, 2:33 to go in the third. Boyd leading Ashland 32-31. We'll be back here shortly on 97.9 The River.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
2:33 to go in the third. Ashland trailing 32-31. As now Payne's going to inbound underneath. Spurlock has 3 fouls, as does Woods for Boyd. Spurlock far corner. He drives in on Hughes, beats him off the dribble, goes up, misses, but he's going to the free throw line for 2. And we're going to see who that foul's on. That's going to be on Elijah Neal. That's going to be Neal's second and the team's third. Each team with 3 fouls right now here in the third. Spurlock's got 2 coming up. Spurlock, an 84% shooter for the Lions. He puts the first one up. It goes 33-31 Boyd, and Spurlock has 1 more. The Tomcats are 1 for 3 from the line tonight. Boyd, though, shooting their usual. They're right around 80%. As they are 7-9. Second one for Spurlock goes 34-31 Boyd. 2:28 to go here in the third. As Neal's going to dribble up against Payne. This has been a physical ball game. As now Neal against Payne, over to Smith and to Neal. Neal over to Smith, back to Neal, and over to Clark. Boyd now stay in that zone. Clark back to Neal. He's going to attack the basket, lay it up, miss it. Rebound by Jacob Carter, who's back in. Payne on the run for the Lions. He takes it against Clark, into Rimmer, loses it, bobbles it a bit, picks it up, and misses it, but he's fouled. So Caleb Rimmer's going to go to the line for 2 shots. That's one thing Ashland has to watch. He has been able to slip back against Ashland and get positioning under the bucket quickly. 1:57 to go in the third. Boyd leading Ashland 34-31. Rimmer hits the first. Rimmer, a 68.8% free throw shooter. He's got 1 more coming up. Boyd 35-31. 1:57 remaining here in the second. And his second shot up, and that goes off. Rebound to Smith. 35-31 Boyd with 1:55 to go here in the third. Neal dribbles around the logo, throws it to Smith. And Smith now guarded by Payne, over to Clark. Clark to Hughes, near corner. Hughes against Rimmer, up to Neal. Neal over to Smith. Smith's going to fake Raridan, give it back to Neal. Neal drives in, feeds it out. Open Hughes, 3, off. Rebound to Hughes, though. He's going to dribble in, give it out to Smith. 3, got it! 35-34. It's a 1-point game. Boyd in the lead. 1:22 to go in the third. As Spurlock throws it to Payne. Hughes guarding Spurlock full court. Payne now is going to dribble up far wing. Over to Spurlock. He has it. Near our wing. Step back 3. Got it. You knew he was going to do something big, and he does there. First 3 of the game for Boyd. 38-34. Boyd in the lead. Smith now up top. Gives it back to Neal. Hughes had him guarded tightly, too. And Neal lobs it cross court. Owens on the wing, drives it in, puts it up, misses a gimme inside. Rebound by Carter. 38-34 Boyd late in the third. 39 seconds to go. Payne's going to dribble up, and he'll probably hold for the last shot. Owens now is going to meet him at half court. Man-to-man from Ashland's. As now they're going to hit Spurlock. It may be that same play they beat Ashland in the championship with. Spurlock's on the high elbow. As now Payne's just dribbling around at 20. You got to put some pressure on him, at least make him think and not let him get comfortable back there. 15 seconds to go in the third. Payne's just dribbling up there. Now Owen steps up to challenge. Now he's going to step back off. Payne's going to dribble to the wing and denying Spurlock the basketball. Rimmer's going to try the 3, and it goes in and out. Tipped up, back to Neal at the buzzer, and missed it, heaved it down court, got it close to the rim, but that's going to do it for the third quarter. Boyd leading Ashland 38-34. We're going to be back here shortly. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Boyd leading Ashland 38-34 going into the fourth quarter. As Spurlock hit a three late, Ashland's able to stop them on that last possession as we're starting the fourth. Tomcats with the basketball. As Neal's going to have it, Boyd coming out in the 3-2. As Neal lobs it over to Hughes, back to Neal. Clark comes up. Neal's going to drive into the elbow, go in against Payne, feed it to Clark, who's going to dribble back out and give it to Owens. Clark at the top of the key, gives it over to Hughes, far wing, and over to Neal. His three off the rim, rebound by Spurlock. 7:37 to go in the game. Spurlock has it. It's 38-34 Boyd. He's going to dribble up, and Smith's going to guard him from there. Spurlock at midcourt, drives up. Oh, thought he might. Has a handout, gives it out to Rimmer and over to Payne. Payne handling it up top. He's got it. Neal's going to guard him. Payne beats him off the dribble, switches up, and goes to the bucket. 40-34 Boyd here with 7:09 to go in the fourth. Smith against Payne, gives it up to Neal and back to Smith. Smith's going to drive, give it to Hughes, and up to Clark. Ashland and Clark. Oh, man. Bad timing for an unforced error. They threw it up, had a miscommunication on the pass. Now that turns it back over to Boyd. 6:59 remaining. Boyd leads Ashland 40-34. Woods will inbound. That's going to be Payne with it now. Under 7 to go here. Boyd up 6. Payne at midcourt against Smith. As Rimmer's going to set the screen, and now Owens is going to guard Payne. Payne's going to drive in, beat Owens to the bucket, put it up, miss it. Owens with the rebound. He's going to throw it down to Clark. He's going to go up and jam it. 40-36. Ashland trailing with 6:36 to go here in the fourth. Payne now with the basketball for Boyd. It's a 4-point lead for the Lions. We need a stop. As now Carter sets a screen over to Spurlock. High post against Hughes. Spurlock drives in, goes up, misses it. Rebound tipped out, and it's going out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Boyd. Both sides indicating they had it. That's going to stay with the Lions at 6:19. My view obstructed on that one. 40-36. Boyd leads Ashland. Payne's going to inbound. He's going to look, feed it to Rimmer underneath, and he scores. 42-36 Boyd with 6:15 to go here in the fourth. And a timeout called by Boyd. It's a full timeout. We're going to take it as well here with 6:14 remaining. Boyd leading Ashland 42-36 in this 16th Region Championship. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
With the start of a new year and the big, beautiful bill come new tax laws, deduction changes, and more. Sound scary? Relax. Angel Tax and Bookkeeping has you covered. Whether it's your taxes in your home state or across multiple states, Angel Tax is your dependable tax expert, up to date on every new change. File in person or drop them off. It's easy and stress-free with Angel Tax and Bookkeeping. Call 740-886-6500 or visit Angel Tax and Bookkeeping at 127 State Street, Proctorville.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
42-36, Boyd leading Ashland with 6:14 to go here in the fourth. It is going to be Ashland. Ashland will have the basketball as Neal will bring it up now against Payne and give it over to Smith. Smith, screen from Hughes up top, over to Clark. Clark against Carter, drives to the bucket, goes up, misses. Neal with the rebound. He's going to give it out to Smith. His three off. Rebound by Clark. He goes up and is fouled. And he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots with 5:56 remaining. Boyd leading 42-36 over Ashland, although the Tomcats only 1 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. Clark's going to have 2 coming up here with 5:56 remaining. That foul is as he's going to miss the first front of the rim. 1 more coming up for Clark. Ashland is 72% free throw shooting team on the year, but 1 for 4 tonight. Clark is going to go for 1 more. It's 42-36 Boyd leading Ashland, and he got the second. Now Rimmer will inbound for the Lions, who lead Ashland by 5. Ashland going full court man. Rimmer inbounds. He gets it to Woods. Woods down court to Payne on the run against Smith. He's going to dribble it back now up top. 42-37 Boyd here, under 6 to go. Spurlock on the screen. Payne goes around. And he's going to look. He's going to look against Smith. Now he's going to take it to the hole, give it out to Rimmer. And Rimmer's going to dribble up top and give it to Spurlock. Spurlock now drives in on Hughes, goes up and gets it to go. Boyd goes 2 for 1, 44-37 they lead here in the fourth. Neal now is going to bring it up against Payne and give it back to Smith. Smith driving into the bucket. He's going to go up and score. 44-39, Boyd leading with 5:19 remaining. Rimmer to inbound, and he gets it to Payne. Up top, Payne against Smith, and Smith called for a foul. That's going to be his third, the team's first here with 5:12 remaining. And a whistle underneath. Looks like some sweat, possibly instructing the cleanup. 44-39, Boyd leading Ashland, 5:12 remaining. Here is Spurlock will inbound, and a whistle. Though, yeah, that's what they're doing. They're cleaning underneath. As now Ashland going back to man-to-man. 44-39, Boyd leading Ashland. It's thrown into Payne. Here's he's going to handle it up top. Spurlock and Woods for Boyd with 3 fouls. Smith with 3 fouls for Ashland. Payne. Now his team leading 44-39. Goes around the Spurlock screen. They switch Hughes on him. Spurlock now to the elbow. Him and Smith fighting hard on the inside. Great battle. Payne up top against Hughes. He's going to drive up to the three-point line. Give it over to Woods. Woods now guarded by Owens. He's going to drive in. Pick up his dribble. Give it to Carter high post. Back to Payne. Payne's going to go into the big man Carter. And Carter hands it back to Payne. He goes up and misses, and they're going to call a foul on Neal. Ooh, I thought Payne might have shuffled his foot before he went up on that here with 4:36 remaining. But he's going to have 2 shots coming up. 44-39, Boyd in the lead. As Payne's got 2, he's going to put the first one up, and it's going to go. 45-39, Boyd with 4:36 remaining. As now Boyd sending Rimmer and Carter back. One more for Payne. Here Boyd leading 45-39. His second shot goes off. Rebound by Clark. 4:33 to go here in the fourth. Boyd leading Ashland 45-39. Clark with the screen. Neal's going to drive it. Give it to Smith. His 3 off. And underneath the Clark, who lays it in. 4:20 to go in this one. 45-41, Boyd leading. Woods now is going to dribble up for Boyd. Woods against Smith's going to drive it inside, and he's going to be doubled. Loses the handle, but it's picked up by Spurlock, who shoots and makes it. Accidental offense, and it's 47-41 Boyd with just over 4 to go. Neal inside, loses the handle, and Spurlock just picked up his 4th foul. 4 minutes remaining, and Boyd now up 6. As that's going to be the second team foul on the Lions. And Neal's going to inbound here right in front of us. 4 minutes remaining. And Raritan comes in for Boyd. Out will go Carter, but a timeout called, a 30-second timeout. We're going to take a break and come back here shortly on 97.9 The River.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Boyd leading Ashland 47-41 with 4 minutes remaining. As now it's going to be Ashland basketball. Ashland had it on the other end, just stripped the ball from Woods, but Spurlock recovered it and instantly scored. Went right into his hands. Hughes to inbound in the 16th Region Championship game. Neal with it up top. He's going to have it and give it over to Smith. Back up top to Neal and over to Clark. Clark back to Smith. And lobbed cross court to Owens. His 3. Air ball. Rebound by Rimmer. He's going to give it to Woods. Boyd up 47-41. Woods on the other end is going to dribble up and give it to Payne at 3:34. Payne now guarded by Clark. He's going to dribble around the logo. He's going to drive inside, feed it open. Raritan in the corner, and he got it. Boyd up 9, their biggest lead of the game here with 3:20 to go in the fourth. As Neal gives it over to Clark. That's only, I believe, their second three. Neal now has it at 3:14. He's going to dribble it inside, spin, turn, go up, and get it to go and get fouled. 3:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's 50-41, Boyd leading Ashland. And Neal's going to get the chance for one more. Ashland, though, only 2 for 5 from the line today. So Neal's going to get one more. 50-43, Boyd in the lead. As Neal will have a chance here. And shot up. That one goes off. A rebound by Spurlock. Tomcats just having a hard time with that bucket today. Ashland now going 1-2-2 zone press. Malachi Payne's going to dribble to midcourt against Neal. And Neal takes it away. Neal the other direction. Inside, goes up, gets the bucket. 5-point game, 2:53 remaining. Payne's going to inbound. He finds Spurlock up top, lobs it over to Woods. Woods now against Hughes. And he's going to throw it cross court to Spurlock, who's guarded by Smith. Spurlock at 2:38 is going to dribble out. Spurlock. And a foul called against Smith. That's going to be Smith's fourth here at 2:34. And a timeout called with 2:34 remaining. Boyd leading Ashland 50-45. We'll be back here shortly. This 16th Region Championship game on 97.9 The River.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Boyd leading 50-45 late. Possession errors with Boyd. Each team one foul to give, and each team plenty of timeouts. Payne now against Neal up top. He's going to dribble with the basketball. He's going to give it over to Woods. Woods near the midcourt stripe, guarded by Neal, and he's going to dribble around, go to the top of the key, and now bring it back out. Woods now goes to the far wing, and he's going to give it to Spurlock. He has it against Neal at midcourt. He's going to dribble it, hold it up top at 2:06. 50-45 Boyd. Spurlock handles it. He's going to have it near midcourt and dribble back and give it over to Payne. 1:55. Payne has it now for the Lions. He's guarded by Owens. Payne, dribble around. And Owens just pushed him over, helps him up, just knocked him over. With 1:45 to go here in the fourth. I think Owens just extended his arm on that, and now at 1:45 remaining, that's going to be Boyd basketball. No more fouls to give for Ashland. Owens picked up his third on that. Owens has 3, Smith has 4. For Boyd, Spurlock has 4, Woods has 3. As it's inbounded to Spurlock underneath, he spins, turns, Hughes with the block, but Raritan comes away with the rebound. Again, got knocked right into Raritan's hand. Rimmer with the screen, he's called for a moving screen. Rimmer picks up the foul, his third, and a turnover for Boyd, their 5th of the game. Boyd only 5 turnovers today. With 1:36 remaining, they lead Ashland 50-45. And the Tomcats are going to have it. Smith into Neal. Neal's going to run. He's going to go to the bucket. Feed it to Clark. His 3. Yes, sir! 1:30 to go, and it's a 2-point game. 50-48, a 7-0 run by Ashland. Here with 1:29 to go. What a classic. And you knew these two teams. You knew it. They were going to put it on. And it's kind of funny. I was making a joke the other day. I said you'll see these teams come in, averaging 70-plus a game, and then it'll be like 50-48 or something. So there we go. As Dickie Martin would say, well, there you go. So that's the second. What a run by Ashland. Cece with the 3. He has 14 right now. Neal with 19 for Ashland. Smith at 11. Hughes and Owens with 2 apiece for Boyd. Spurlock has 23. Rimmer has 10. Payne has 8. Raritan has 5. Woods has 4 right now. Ashland is shooting 41% from the field. Boyd 45. Neither team at three-point shooting. Ashland at 22%. Boyd at 18. But Boyd at the free throw line. That's a big difference here as they are shooting. And, oops, I clicked off of it. Well, I'll put it this way. Boyd is 71.4%. Ashland shot 2 of 6. I mean, if they make 4 of 6, we're tied right now. But the Tomcats have 6 turnovers, Boyd with 5. And points off turnovers, it's 11-8 in favor of Ashland. See, his stats are, as you would expect by the score, pretty close right now. As Payne's going to inbound here with 1:29 remaining. 50-48, Boyd leading. It's thrown into Rimmer up top of the press and back to Payne. Payne now is going to dribble up against Neal. He's going to dribble to the far near wing and loses footing. Oh, Neal called for a foul. I don't know. I thought Moore Payne might have lost his footing on that, but I'll love to see if they show that again. But either way, regardless, that's going to be Neal's 3rd foul, and that's going to send Payne to the free throw line. Payne, an 81% shooter for the Lions. His first one up, and it's going to rattle in at 118. One more for Malachi Payne, the senior, 51-48. Boyd leading Ashland with 1:18 remaining. And his second shot, it's going to go. 52-48, Boyd in the lead. Neal for Ashland. He's going to dribble against Payne. Tomcats have not led in this half. Smith around the screen. Over to Clark for 3. Off the back of the rim. Hughes and Spurlock battle. Spurlock gets it under the bucket. Spurlock down court to Raritan on the run. Back to Payne. He's going to dribble up top, and he's fouled by Hughes with a minute to go. Had the look, just couldn't get it to fall. Payne's going to go to the line for 2 more now. Boyd ahead 52-48 with a minute remaining. So Malachi Payne will have 2 free throws coming up. His first, and it's going to go. Then one more for Payne. Boyd shooting 76.5% from the free throw line tonight. And again, Ashland 2 for 6. Payne's second shot, it's going to go. 54-48 Boyd here with a minute to go. Neal against Payne. Clark coming up to set the screen. Clark to Smith on the cut, and he's fouled by Rimmer. That's going to be Rimmer's 4th, and it's going to send Smith to the free throw line for 2 with 53 seconds to go. 54-48, Boyd leading. Drew Smith has 2 for the Tomcats. So now Drew Smith, his first shot up, and it's going to bounce off the front of the rim. One more coming up for Smith. Just Ashland just having Boyd's having a bad day, but Boyd is getting the same arc and rotation. It's just not going in. Ashland's missing a lot of shots short. And the second one goes off. Rebound by Spurlock at 50 seconds. Spurlock against Hughes. And he throws it down. Owens deflects it, and Woods has it for Boyd, and he's fouled by Owens. At 42.9 seconds to go, Boyd leading Ashland 54-48. And Boyd's fans on their feet. And now that's going to send Gunnar Woods to the line for Boyd. And again, the only one you can really hope for at the line if you're Ashland is Rimmer. Woods has shot 51 free throws on the year. He's hit 37. He is a 72.5% free throw shooter, and he's a senior. This kid's been to Rupp Arena. He's going to hit the first. Woods with one more, so he's got the experience. One more coming up for Gunnar Woods. 55-48 Boyd, and he gets it's off. Goes off, and Hughes gets the rebound, and he's fouled by Payne. Payne's going to pick it up. I'm not sure. Payne, maybe he got him on the or something, but with 41.5 to go, Boyd leading Ashland 55-48, and Hughes is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. So now Hughes will put the first one up. It goes 55-49 with 41.5 remaining. Each team with 3 timeouts remaining. Both teams are in the bonus right now. And the possession arrow is with Boyd. Hughes is going to miss the second. Spurlock on the rebound. And Smith fouls him and fouls out of the game with 39.7 seconds to go. And now Jacob Spurlock will go to the free throw line for Boyd here with 39.7 seconds remaining. Spurlock with 23 on the game so far. And in comes Jalen Strader for the Tomcats. So now Spurlock's going to get a chance for the first one. 55-49 Boyd with 39.7 seconds left. And his first one goes. Spurlock with one more. And he shoots in the 80s. So, Boyd right now is, as expected. They're a dangerous team from the line. And especially when you give them an advantage there, as Ashland has not shot well in that department. Tomcats 3 for 10. Boyd 16-21. Clark the other way, and he's blocked by Rimmer at 33. And Boyd, Spurlock's going to have it, and Hughes fouls him again here with 28.8 to go. Boyd leading Ashland 57-49 here late. So Boyd now celebrating here late with 28.8 seconds left as it's 57-49. Boyd in the lead. Spurlock's got 2. He's going to can the first. And he's got one more coming up, although it's likely academic at this point. Boyd's got the whole team back. He hits the second. Boyd on a 9-1 run here late. Neal's going to dribble up against Payne. Step back, fake, take the 3, and it goes off. Rebound by Raritan, and he gives it to Spurlock, and I don't think Ashland's going to Ashland's not going to defend. Payne's just going to walk this out up top. So Boyd will win their first regional championship since 2018. Congratulations to them, and they will get to go to Rupp Arena to play Marshall County coming up on the 19th. And final score, Boyd will win this one 59-49 over the Tomcats. And now we'll get to go to Rupp Arena. The two teams coming out now to shake hands. A great run the Tomcats had, 7 regional championships in a row. It's been done 3 times in history. It was done by, or 2 times in history. It was done by St. Xavier in the 1930s. It was done by Clay County with Richie Farmer and company part of that in the 1980s. And then by Ashland from 2019 to 2025. So the Tomcats will finish their season 20-10. And a fantastic close to the. They played all great all year. When this team's, they had their ups and downs, but it was never the lack of trying. And Coach Bonner, to be in your 4th year as a head coach and only have one time that you've lost in the regional finals, he has been fantastic for the Tomcats as now the team's lining up. But we especially want to take the opportunity to thank our seniors on this team. Caleb Clark, the 3-time regional champion on this team. Drew Smith, who was a huge part of last year. And we also want to thank Caleb Conway. And what a way for him to come back this year. Conway, who finished up in style last game against Raceland, had a great steal and ended up taking it out all the way for the score. So a great run by this Tomcat team. We're going to take and of course I also want to recognize 2 more. How can I forget Sam Lyons, who got a score against Johnson Central, who's been injured this year. Sam Lyons, what a run he's had as a senior. Did not get to play due to injury. And lastly, Cam Davis, who, of course, just committed to EKU for football, but was hurt for much of the year and opted not to play. But a big thank you to him, because I'm sure we would have had him out there had he been healthy. We're going to be back here as Boyd defeats Ashland 59-49 for the 16th Region Championship here on 97.9 The River.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
And Boyd County defeats the Tomcats 59-49 to win the 16th Region Championship. You know, disappointing. You want to come out. But that's the goal, win the region every year. But to make it here 9 times in a row is remarkable. Boyd's, they're going to do well at Rupp Arena, I think. Honestly, they would have done well had they advanced to Rupp Arena a couple of these prior times that Ashland gone there. They would have done pretty well, too, themselves. But just going through some final numbers, Spurlock had 27 for Boyd, along with 10 rebounds. And that's the thing. I'm looking at these, and a lot of things went Ashland's way that I would have wanted. If you would have told me before the game, Boyd's going to out-rebound Ashland 33-30, I'd take that. And especially if you told me Ashland would outscore Boyd 18-7 on second chance. Impressive numbers by Ashland on that category. But, just couldn't overcome the hump. But, again, this is a senior-heavy Boyd County team. You got 4 of their 5 that are starting that are seniors. Spurlock, one of them, who will likely, I think, will win Mr. Basketball, if you want my honest opinion. 52% from the field, 45% from 3, 84% from the line. How can you really argue that? But Boyd, but look at the numbers. But the difference tonight, honestly, the free throw line. I know it was a 10-point game. Ashland went 3 of 10 from the line, but, it was a 2-point game late. And that was where Ashland just really, even if they would have hit a couple of those, and kept it in there a little bit, it may have made a difference tonight. But each team with 9 assists. Boy, let's see, turnovers, again, 11 turnovers combined. They had 10 combined last time. Boyd had 5, Ashland had 6. Looking at the numbers, let's see, going through here. It's on Coach A coming by here. Ashland was 4 of 20 from downtown. Boyd only shot 11 threes tonight. Only 11 of their 42 shots were threes. And so that's going to be the case. Yeah, it's 11 3-pointers. And, so that's something that, just everything the Tomcats could have wanted statistically. Just couldn't get it to fall. 4 of 20 from downtown. But they're getting ready now at midcourt here to honor the all-tournament team and recognize the players of this tournament. Elijah Neal, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals tonight for Ashland. Caleb Clark had 14 points, 5 rebounds. Drew Smith had 11 points, 7 rebounds. Justin Hughes had 3 points, 4 rebounds. And Elijah Owens, he had a bucket and had 3 rebounds and a couple of assists. Elijah, who played feeling sick today. So now getting ready to present some. Looks like they're going to do the cheerleading awards for us. First, Ashland is going to win first or second. So now they're going to get ready here to bring out the cheerleaders. One on the girls' side. So you see who gets come out here with something at least. So Elliott County will finish in second place. Congratulations to them for their cheerleaders. So Ashland will come out of here with something on that front. The cheerleaders will finish first place And now, so they're getting ready to do the honors, but again, a fantastic run for Ashland, who fell 59-49 in this region championship game. So now the Elliott County cheerleaders coming out to midcourt to be honored. So they'll walk out here as now they'll get ready to call, and Ashland should win first place in this, but the cheerleading team, a remarkable run. And that's what they do. They get first place. So congratulations to the cheerleaders of Ashland for winning first place here in this one. And so Ashland, the cheerleaders for Ashland win first place, and congratulations to them on their run. And so they get first place on both the men's and the women's side as they get a couple nice trophies to bring back home. So now, as they celebrate at midcourt, way to go, and they worked very hard. I know they had some success on their recent trip to Florida, where they went down for nationals. So now it's getting ready to start the TEMO Awards, as that's going to be the Tomcats coming up to get their second place award. And now Luke Mays getting it at midcourt, the director of basketball operations for the Tomcats, as he's going to be surrounded by his teammates. So now Ashland posing for the photo. And, I will say this. That's one reason, I just laugh at, Ashland, who falls 59-49 to Boyd in the regional championship. But, they do that at the state, too. It's like, you just lose a game and, hey, come out here and smile for a photo. And now they, Ashland gets in, and it's a feat to get second place. some schools, like I said, Raceland, as successful as they've been, and what a fantastic job they've done. They've never been in this game. And so, this is everyday stuff for schools like Ashland, like Boyd, but again, just hard to accomplish. And we kind of take it for granted, I'll admit. But now Coach Bonner, congratulations to him, coming out to get the basketball, is now Boyd coming out to get their first place trophy here. It's 59-49. Boyd County wins the 16th region. So now they will advance to play Thursday the 19th at 1:30. They will play against Marshall County at Rupp Arena. So now they're going to be at midcourt posing for the photo. But again, just a tough night for Ashland shooting the basketball. Neither team shot well, but it was the free throws. 3 of 10, the Tomcats from the line. So now Boyd at midcourt, and we'll get ready here shortly to honor the individual for these teams. But tonight, Ashland just coming up short. Hey, at least the cheerleaders walked away with some gold. They finished first place in both the boys and the girls' sides. So the way they do this is they organize. It's organized at the beginning of the tournament, sort of a competition between all 8 teams, and the winners are recognized on the championship night. And Ashland won that, and they do this for the boys and the girls basketball tournaments both, and Ashland won both of those. So no doubt about it, a special squad for the Tomcats, as now Coach Randy Anderson of Boyd winning his second regional title, coming out to get the basketball at midcourt. Randy Anderson, who also won back in 2018, again, won a 7 of 9 times that he's competed against the Tomcats. Randy, who was actually at Lawrence County for a number of years in the 2000s. It was a member of the 64th District and ended up moving to the 15th Region midway through that run. As now we're going to get ready to recognize the all-tournament team. And the tickets being brought out to Athletic Director Pete Fraley. Will be going to Rupp Arena. As now, again, Boyd defeating Ashland 58-49 here in the 16th Region Championship game. But Fraley will get the box, and now they'll we're going to see who got all tournament. The Sportsmanship Award. So congratulations to Elliott County, who will win that. They will pick up the Sportsmanship Award. They played Boyd in the first round. Boyd winning that one 63-53. So now Elliott coming out to the players there to represent for the other breed of Lions, for the maroon and white breed from Elliott County, coming out to get the Sportsmanship Award. So congratulations to them. And now they'll recognize Jacob Spurlock as the Player of the Year for the 16th Region. Spurlock, who won it on the boys' side. And, of course, on the girls' side, Gabby Carley of Ashland, who won, as he's going to come out and be recognized at midcourt. So he'll go back to the bench now. Again, Ashland falling 59-49 to Boyd in the regional championship. Just couldn't go. Now Raceland's they're doing the all-tournament team, and Raceland's going to have Charles Welch, and there appears his 6'7" frame. Welch, who had 18 points against us just last night, and the absolute brute on the inside. Much deserved for the big man. And he's walking out to get the award, so big congratulations to him and to that Raceland team. 20-12 on the season they finished, making the semifinals of the region for the 8th time in school history. And Cam Cross from Rowan County, another one we had to play in the first round. And Cross is a real load to stop. 24 points a game for him. And there comes Cam Cross. A member of if you remember Darrell Cross, there's Darrell Sr. and Darrell Jr. who played there a few years ago, and Cam is the youngest of the bunch, and as he's now coming up to get his award, and congratulations to him, much deserved. Elijah Neal coming out for Ashland. Neal, who played his heart out this tournament on the defensive end, especially, came in, played loose, and had an outstanding game. Now Michael Cropper coming out from Fleming County, who plays for head coach Buddy Biggs, who coached at the Ashland in the 2000 and the 2010. Congratulations to him. It's Cropper, it's Neal, it's Welch of Raceland, and Cross of Rowan County on the all-tournament team. Again, Tomcats unfortunately fall 59-49 to Boyd in the regional championship game. Now from Boyd County, Gunnar Woods. Woods, I thought, had a big game against Russell, especially the other night. Got loose a couple times early against Ashland. So Woods now will get his trophy. So it's Woods of Boyd, Cropper of Fleming, Neal of Ashland, Welch of Raceland, Cross of Rowan. And from Russell, I thought they mentioned Russell. Now Ryder Burgess there. congratulations to him. And Ashland following 59-49 in the regional championship game. And Mally Payne of Boyd, the 5'8 senior, will come out. So Payne's going to walk out now. So Payne and Woods from Boyd on the team. We'll see, we may have one more from Russell. Also, Elijah Owens from Ashland. Owens, who fought his heart out with a stomach bug today. And he's going to come to get his trophy. So Owens recognized to the all-tournament team. Well, he's played very hard. And now Tyler Cordial coming out for Russell. And so the senior center for the Red Devils, he's going to have one Cordial play. Again, good hands in the paint. He had a couple nice games in this tournament as he's looking for him here. So now he'll get the trophy. So far, Owens and Neal from Ashland on the all-tournament team. And here comes Cordial. Your final score, Boyd defeats Ashland 59-49 to win the 16th region title. And now Cordial coming out to midcourt. Asher Gamble from Morgan County. That's a good pick. Had a great game against Raceland in the first round. Morgan County making some pretty good runs in the tournament recently, too. Met up with them a couple years ago in the first round. Nice program they have out there. Is now coming out. Asher Gamble will come out and get his award. So far, Neal and Owens on the all-tournament team for Ashland. Now Drew Smith will make the all-tournament team for the Tomcats. So Smith now will come out. Smith played his heart out tonight. He brought it to the table, no question. And he'll get his deserved recognition. Smith, who shot 40% from three this year, is now Jonah Arnett of Raceland. Arnett, who averages around 17 a game for the Rams. So Arnett, who's a huge factor in Raceland in their run this season. And here he comes. Arnett, also a nice football player to watch as well. Boyd, Ashland again falls 59-49 to Boyd in the 16th Region Championship. And now Arnett will come out for the Rams. So now next up will probably be Tyson Crabtree from Elliott's going to be on the team. So that's their big man in the post, and no doubt it a real problem. Him and Rimmer of Boyd matched up in the first round. Crabtree coming out now of Elliott County, and again, a big dude on the inside, built like a football player, and certainly one that can cause a lot of problems on that front. And here he comes. So he'll get out to get the trophy. So that will represent Elliott County on the all-tournament team. Tyson Crabtree. And then Caleb Clark. CC will be on the all-tournament team. So he scored 30 in the first round, had finished his career with 14 tonight. Again, who can forget that dunk he had against Bowling Green in the second round of the tournament last year in the state tournament, as now CC will be recognized at midcourt. So now they're going to recognize the tournament MVP. And that will probably, again, So the MVP will go to Jacob Spurlock of Boyd County. Spurlock, who finished the game up with 27, right on his average for the season, went 8 of 8 from the free throw line, including some big ones late. So he will get the MVP of the tournament. So Spurlock coming out now. He finished with 10 rebounds as well. So Ashland with 4 on the all-tournament team. Neal, Smith, Owens, and Clark. So that will conclude it for this season as Ashland falls 59-49 to Boyd tonight in the regional championship, as an all-tournament team being recognized now at midcourt. So Ashland had 4 on the team: Neal, Smith, Owens, and Clark. So again, it's going to be Welch of Raceland, Cross of Rowan, Cropper of Fleming County. That's going to be Burgess of Russell, Cordial of Russell, Crabtree of Elliott, Gamble of Morgan, and Arnett of Raceland. So Ashland falls 59-49 here in the regional championship game tonight. Thank you so much for being with us here this season, and the Tomcats will finish up with the record of 20-10 in this team, with multiple seniors that will graduate, and much appreciation of their contributions. Thank you to Drew Smith. Thank you to Caleb Clark. Thank you to Caleb Conway. And thank you to Sam Lyons, all 4 of these guys who fought injuries, who fought illnesses, and overcame so much over the course of the season. But again tonight, just a tough loss, 59-49. Ashland Boyd will play on the 19th. They will play Marshall County from the first region. So that should be a good one at Rupp Arena. But again, we want to say thank you all so much for this season. I'm telling you, this has been without Dickie here, it's felt so empty all year. And I can't even, because, I think back to the first year or 2 years, and how much fun we had calling these games, and not just the games, but the road trips and stuff, hearing Dickie's stories, and it's just so different. It's the only way I can describe it, but your support honestly got me through this year, and I really appreciate that. I want to give a special thank you to Lowell Austin, who worked his tail off this year for us. A special thank you to him, and a special thank you to Trey Cornwell for all his hard work. A special thank you to Ashland coach Ryan Bonner for all that he's done over the course of this season. Coach Bonner has done a tremendous job here at Ashland. What a run that he's had. 4 years, 3 regional titles, 2 Elite 8 appearances. That's the thing. He gets one more of these things, and unfortunately tonight one is not. He's going to be in the record books in the 16th region. We got to get another one here. We got to come back, and you know what? We're Ashland. We're going to do it. And we're going to find, we always recover, and, it's not meant to be every year. No program does it every year, but, to win 7 in a row is a feat that, probably, it's happened just a couple times over the course of history, like I mentioned. St. Xavier in the 1930s, Clay County in the 1980s. So, congratulations to the team on all their success. We want to say thank you all for tuning in, and want to again mention in memory of Dickie Martin, of Doc Stoudemeyer, and recognize our Tomcats up above who have worked so hard to set this program to where it is today. Thank you all. God bless, and good night, everybody. From
Looking
Morehead
for something
State
more from your
University.
personal checking account?